بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
If people don't know this, you cut some big names, man. You do Emmanuel Hudson, you do his brother, you do Chance the Rapper, he flies you out. You do big football player names, just all kinds of celebrities you've come across and done. How did that end up being the case?
And part of that is moving to Atlanta. Part of that is moving to Atlanta. Being in an area where there's a lot of high profile people. And then my whole thing was trying to be the best at what I could do. So I was like trying to put out the best work, the sharpest shape ups. And when you pursue greatness, you attract greatness. So I was just putting out the best work, and people saw it, and that's how, I slowly built my clientele up.
I gave some names, but can you give some names? Who else
What do you
am I
say? It
missing?
started with Emmanuel and Philip before they
It
were
did.
on Wildin' Out,
Right.
just YouTube. And I was working on the same street that their school was in, and I was cutting one of their classmates, and one of their classmates told them about me, and they started coming to me since then. And this is when we started doing the funny videos and, cross promoting. So that helped me out a lot, building my following up in the very beginning, 10 years ago.
Seems like your Chance the Rapper has a liking to you. He flies you out and stuff.
Yeah, actually, last week he flew my kids out too because I was at a hair show in Jacksonville, and I took them with me and told them we would stay out there a couple of extra days just so they could enjoy the beach. And first day I was there, he needed me to come out to cut him for the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. And I told him, I said, the only way I could come out is if you fly my kids too, because they're with me and we're in Florida and I have nowhere to take them, right? And he flew them out, man. He flew my kids out too, so that was cool. We got a trip to New York. I went, I worked. They stayed in the hotel while I was working. After I got done, took them all around New York, man. Times Square, Statue of Liberty, Central Park. They had a great time.
Well, what's it like being around those kind of people, being around these celebrities? Is anything you pick up?
Well,
What's Chance the Rapper like? That's a
he's
side
cool.
question,
He's
but
cool. He's cool. He's cool. I have a lot of the people I deal with, I just deal with normally, like I would deal with you, how I deal with you. And they want to feel a bit of normalcy. You know what I mean? So I'm around them without acting like a groupie, taking pictures every time. Da, da, da. I got clients that don't like pictures taken care of, like August Alsina. I've been cutting him for 7 years, and there's one picture of him, over the past 7 years, but I cut him 2 to 3 times a week. And that's just because, they want to feel a certain level of normalcy, man. I just know him particularly, he doesn't like pictures, so when you're in his house, you're in his personal space, he doesn't want the picture, he just wants regular vibe. That as a barber client relationship, they open up to you a lot, so they'll have conversations with you you'll never read about, and
care
like
to
what?
share any or no?
No. That's why I got the clients, man. That's why I got the clients.
I had to
Because
ask.
they could trust me. A lot of people saw that viral video of Quavo walking into my barbershop and the client got kicked out. I was the most hated barber in America for 3 days. Nothing viral lasts over 3 days. That's what I learned.
What was even happening there? Did
Oh, it
you?
was all a skit, man. It was all a skit. Like people that don't know me don't know that I do skits. Like I got with Emmanuel Hudson, with Philip, with different other comedians too. Like I do a lot of funny skits in the barbershop. And that was a skit. It was Quavo had an appointment. I knew he was coming, and my client that was there also knew he was coming. My client was getting a shape up, and Quavo was getting a shape up. So when I knew Quavo was 5 minutes away, I told my client, I said, hey, let's do a video. Quavo just gonna get shape up. When he comes in, I'm gonna kick you out the chair. And he was like, all right, let's do it. My client was hyped to do it, right? Little did we know the whole internet was gonna dog us out, man. Like, where you saw it on Twitter?
I saw
It
on
trended
Twitter.
on Twitter. It was on World Star, Shade Room. It was on TV, man. It was on TMZ. It was on TMZ. Mm-mm-mm. But it just goes
Did it
to show
get you
you.
some business though?
Yeah, it sure did. It sure did. But it got me some hate too. Like I had people coming out the woodworks, leaving 1-star reviews, talking about this barbershop could cut out a client for a celebrity. not knowing it's a skit, but you know, it is what it is, man. You know, like I said, what Allah has written for you, no one can take or add to it. And what's written for you is what's written for you. We got clients off of it for sure. I had a lot of verified checks come in my DM asking for a haircut.
So
He's
now that you look back, man, I mean, we just talked about back when you were in the streets of PG County, and now, you know, flying out with Chance the Rapper, going to New York, mashallah, having two barbershops, having your own product line. Mashallah, mashallah, man. Great
mashallah,
for you.
alhamdulillah. And
Alhamdulillah.
it all started with changing it around, man. Like I took that same hustler mentality, you know, and just made it legit. You
And
know, found a product, created a product, and the best way to make money off a product you create is by finding a solution to a problem. You know, so alhamdulillah, I'm thankful and grateful, and every sajda I thank Allah for everything He has given me.
and you would
You
have
know,
never known where you were gonna
I
end
had
up.
no idea where I was gonna end up.